Hey, what's going on, everybody? Henry Johnson back at it again from Digital Home with another episode of Super Week in Smart Homes. On this episode, we're going to talk about Amazon acquiring Ring and some other stuff, but that's definitely the most important. So, guys, like I said, Amazon acquired Ring. Huge news for the industry. Ring is the leader in terms of smart doorbell systems or connected doorbell systems. Amazon actually acquired another smart or connected doorbell earlier this year, Blink, and now they're acquiring Ring, which is really interesting because it doesn't make that much sense since they just made that acquisition. But Amazon has a ton of money. Ring is the leader, and maybe Blink just wasn't doing what Amazon wanted or didn't have the technology that they thought. I don't really know, but this is huge because it shows even more how much Amazon wants into this smart home space. As I've mentioned before, I look at the Amazon Alexa, Google Home, etc. as a Trojan horse into the smart home space. And now Amazon is actually, you see that they also look at it that way, and they're utilizing their space in your home now with Alexa to add other parts around it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Amazon is going to continue to do in this space and look forward to taking advantage of it for our clients and for our business. The next thing I want to talk about is I purposely called Ring a connected doorbell, right, or connected camera, because it's not really smart. It's just connected to the internet. But cameras are starting to get smarter now. So there's a company called Lighthouse Cam, and they are doing a lot more with camera analytics. And I've talked about it before. IC Realtime is doing some stuff around that. Not a huge IC Realtime fan just because of their support. But now Lighthouse Cam is starting to do that, where you can come in, it's an indoor camera, unlike IC Realtime's, which is outdoor. But you set it up like looking at your front door, and you can have it set up so it's supposed to be able to recognize faces. So we'll see that you'll know your kids versus your husband versus your cat or dog or what have you, and you'll be able to ask it questions the way you would ask like Amazon Alexa and say, "Hey, did my kids get home at 4 p.m. or what time did they get home? What time did my kids get home?" You'll be able to have it preemptively send messages to you like, did the cat jump on the countertop at what time? It'll make sure to send you a message anytime things like that happen. So from what I'm reading, the technology is not quite there yet, but it is a cloud connected device. So like all cloud connected devices, they're going to continue to get better and roll out updates as time goes on. So I think they're on to something in terms of the idea, and I look forward to watching the execution as time goes on. So that's all I really can say about that. Continuing on the camera topic, Arlo, one of Ring's, probably the biggest competitor that I know to Ring is Arlo. They don't do the doorbell like Blink, and I think August now has a connected doorbell, but they do wireless cameras for outside or inside. Ring's wireless cameras are mostly outside, but I think it's really interesting because Arlo was a brand under Netgear, and now Netgear is essentially going to take them public. They're going to continue to own 80% of the stock and then sell 20% in their IPO. I think it's really interesting because, again, it just speaks even more to the prevalence of these smart connected cameras and how people want them and how the space is going to continue to evolve. Because obviously Netgear or Arlo, whatever you want to call it at this point, is doing this to acquire money so that they can take their technology to the next level. If they're going to be competing with Amazon, they better do it quickly because Amazon plays 0 games. So I'm just looking forward to that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about today, and I'm purposely trying to make this a little quicker. I think it's more valuable to kind of just hit you guys with quick snippets. And I may start making these just a few times a week and giving you just an update. So we'll see. But I'm really trying to figure it out. I do think it's valuable to make this content. But the next thing I want to talk about is just how lighting is getting smarter. So I talk about, right, we sell smart lights. I say that all the time. But just like cameras, they're more connected lights in that they have a little more ability than cameras in that you can set up scenes and set up them to do certain things. But what's interesting, and I'm seeing coming down the line a lot, is lighting systems taking more into account us as humans. And what I mean by that is we, as humans, have what we call our circadian rhythm. And blue light is something that in nature isn't very prevalent. So what scientists have found and what people are talking about is that blue light doesn't enable you to sleep very well. So these lighting manufacturers, what they're doing is making it so when in the morning when you're waking up, blue light is not very prevalent in the lights that are coming from their LEDs. But as time goes on, the more blue light in their lights, so that it will give you more energy and help you stay awake during the day. And then as the day goes on even more blue light is taken out, so that you are able to sleep better, get better REM sleep, etc. You're seeing that in things like our iPhones. There's apps on your Macs that you can add so that you can take blue light out. Mine's I have automatically come on. I think at like 8 o'clock, the blue light starts to disappear from my laptop. And then at 10, it's pretty much completely gone, so that it's not affecting me as I'm trying to get sleep. And it's really interesting to me, I think, that these LED providers are starting to take that into account. Ketra was the first one that I heard about doing this. Then I heard of BabyLED that's starting to do it, and now Lutron's releasing it as well. So as much as for the average person, I don't think this is something that they're actively going out looking for yet. I think it speaks to that this could be something that's coming down the line, especially when huge manufacturers like Lutron are getting into the game. So really exciting stuff happening this week. Like I said, the most exciting to me is Amazon acquiring Ring, but a lot happening in that camera space, a lot happening in the lighting space, and I will keep you guys up to date as things continue to change. So that's it for today, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Oh, sorry. Subscribe below to the channel. We're going to keep these going. The cadence may change. We're not sure yet. But subscribe and you'll make sure to get the next videos. And comment below if you guys have any thoughts on what we're doing here, what you'd like to see from us, on what we talked about today. Because I love talking to you guys. So have a good one. Check us out at digihm.com. Little button at the bottom. You can chat with me there or in the comments. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.